So today I'm just going to run through the 5 main mistakes that people make when they're learning to row at the catch.
So at number 5, we've got over rotation. This happens when you try and square up the blade and you go too far. So you don't let it lock into the gate, you over twist it as you square it up. And what happens here is the blade sits flat on the water. When you apply any power, it'll just skip across the top of the water and you'll waste all your energy. This was quite scary to do in a single and I thought I was going swimming. At number 4, we've got the under rotation. So this is similar to over rotation, but you don't square up enough. Usually this happens because the athlete's holding onto the oar handles too tightly and doesn't let it slip into that locked off position. So as you can see here, as the blade goes into the water, it just knifes straight down towards the bottom, tipping the boat over to whichever side has under rotated. So you can see here it was on my stroke side and it pulled the boat straight over. You lose all your power and a lot of confidence when you do this. At 3, we've got the dive into the catch. This is pretty common with athletes trying to go for extra length at the catch. What can happen is they'll drop their hands right low in the boat, resulting in the blade skying, so going up in the air. And by the time it gets back down to a sensible level to get into the water, you've already lost half the slide distance before the blade locked on just there. At number 2, lifting with the shoulders. So what happens here is instead of engaging through your legs and your core and using those really strong muscles, you take it straight up into your shoulders and upper back, wasting a lot of energy. There's a lot of potential energy that's lost at this point. So you can see here, by the time the blade actually gets into the water, we've pretty much wasted our whole leg drive. You lose that leg drive. And they're your most powerful muscles and it's going to give you your best boat speed. At number 1, we've got stopping at the catch. This is just a product of a beginner rower not thinking about what they're doing quickly enough. So the catch is one of those things that really has to be anticipated. As you get the body rock over and come forward to the catch, you need to make sure you're in the right headspace to place that blade at the opportune moment. If you don't, you won't get the blade in the water, you'll waste all that energy, and you won't be able to engage those good leg muscles. You'll probably find you won't be able to get your heart rate up either. So as you can see here, I'm doing a pretty good job of it. As I come forward, I've got my shins vertical, my blade is going in at the farthest point, my shoulders are relaxed, and now I've got my core engaged. You can see here that the blade is going into the water and getting buried before the leg drive starts, and this is really important because they're very powerful muscles that you need to make sure are engaged during the stroke. So you can see there I lift my shoulders a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. As you get to the catch, you want to have your shins vertical. Your blade needs to be buried pretty quickly within maybe 1 inch of the slide moving. You want to have your shoulders relaxed and you want to have your core engaged so you can use those powerful leg muscles and back muscles to start off the rowing stroke and get a really good connection. So keep those things in mind next time you go for a row and try not to do any of the mistakes.